So my name is Tommy Green, and I went to the Colombia excursion, the Come and Live Colombia extravaganza, the first year with Sleeping Giant, and then I went the last year, the third year, and two of the most kind of profound experiences of my life. I can honestly say that it changed the way that I thought about the kingdom. It changed the way that I thought about the essence of the gospel. It changed my life radically. The first year that we went, specifically, I remember just being so blown away at the fire and the passion that the people of Colombia had. Just the people that we met there. I remember feeling like in my heart I had like a lot to give. I was like really excited to go, and I felt like, man, I've got a lot to offer people. And I showed up, and I remember sitting with my friend Eric and us looking at each other going like, man, we've just got a lot to learn. There's sincerity, and there was just fire. It was so awesome to be there. And one story in particular, I remember kind of being blown away. We were at the mall. We had a day off. We went to the mall, and I remember the night before we'd been able to hang out with this amazing church on another side of town, full of like a bunch of kids that were just way into metal, and like it was like this metal church that we got to go to. And I remember going through the mall. It was the food court at this mall, and I remember walking through the mall food court, and I would introduce myself to people in Colombia because I didn't speak Spanish. I would say my name is my name is Tommy Green, or Tomas Verde, and I would just kind of get a laugh and try to break the ice and stuff. And I remember walking through the food court and hearing Tomas Verde, Tomas Verde, and I was like, no way. And I looked, and there was a family from that church, and it was a mom and a dad, their son who was on crutches, a grandma, an aunt, and uncles. Like the whole family was just like at the mall that afternoon, just walking around. And anyways, I just asked the son, like, hey, what happened to your leg? And he said, I was running, I stopped, I went to run again, and my knee it started hurting so bad. And so I asked if I could pray for him, and so their family said sure. And so I knelt down in the food court, and it's busy. And I remember kneeling down the food court. I remember putting my hand on this kid's knee, and I remember praying. And I remember really becoming aware of, it wasn't just like hope in the atmosphere. It was like there was something that was going to happen. And I remember feeling like, whoa, what is this? And it was awkward. It was embarrassing, but it was like, it was really good. And the kid said, it felt better. It feels better. And he took his crutches, and he gave them to his mom or something, and started walking. And I heard gasps, like, all over this food court. So I'm like, oh, whoa. And he's like, it kind of feels good. I had a little bit of pain. And so I said, let me pray again. And so I prayed again. Well, what ends up happening is, like, I remember kneeling down. I'm with a couple people, and I remember one of the people had a camera on their phone, and they're watching. And I remember looking at the video. I remember feeling something happen. Like, it was as if, like, it was almost like there was some angel or something just like flew over my head or something, because on the video I'm kneeling down, I'm praying for the kid, and grandma is like 5 feet away, like literally feet away from me. I've not touched her. And I remember on the video I went like, whoa, like I felt something, and then grandma fell out, like she just fell over in the middle of the food court. And so the security guards in the food court, all they see at eye level is a grandma fall over, and then I stand up laughing. So they think I like punched her out. So they like come booking over, and at that moment our whole band comes around this corner into this food court, and they're like, what did you do? And I'm like, I didn't do anything. So anyways, that was a fun story. That was just like par for the course. It was like that everywhere we went. And I remember feeling like when we went back the third year, it was a mission of mine to speak life and hope into like the culture of Colombia, the kids of Colombia, like everyone that I could, because the perception of Colombia has been so tarnished because of what hell did to that nation through drug trafficking and through the reputation of Colombia. But I really believe that Colombia is going to become one of the main sending centers of a young missions movement to every nation in the world. And so I remember feeling vision for this nation that I don't even live in, but we landed there, and I remember thinking, it's on. It's so on. And so I love that country. I love the people there, and my life has been forever changed because of that trip.